Well, Bristol has a wide selection of film festivals, from slapstick to cinema rediscovered, but I'm a really big sci-fi, action and fantasy and horror film fan. But there's no kind of festivals in the city that really kind of cater to that. So that's what we wanted to create with Forbidden Worlds, a film festival that celebrates those great classic action, sci-fi and horror films that many of us never got to see on the big screen. First Forbidden Worlds Film Festival, there was lots of cautious skepticism about whether we could pull this off, because the IMAX auditorium here has not really been used for big theatrical film screenings for many years. The festival was initially kind of pitched as a way to celebrate 40 years of 20th Century Flicks, which is Bristol's video shop. So we thought we would kind of program it with lots of films that we grew up watching on video, stuff like Mad Max 2, Blade Runner, and all those kind of cult classics. But because we're a repertory genre film festival, Tom Vincent, who's one of our programming team, pointed out that the year was also what would have been Sir Christopher Lee's 100th birthday. So we were kind of like, well, we've got to honour Sir Christopher Lee. How do we do that? A 50th anniversary screening of Dracula AD 1972, which is probably not his greatest Dracula film, but it's incredibly unique and funky. I mean, the big screen took a while and lots of arguments, because there was lots of debates about what we should screen, what we shouldn't. We obviously wanted some big popular films like Evil Dead 2 and Halloween to draw in casual horror fans, but then we also wanted to show a selection of horror films that aren't necessarily seen on the big screen very often, if at all. So films like the blaxploitation zombie film Sugar Hill and the Shaw Brothers' supernatural horror The Boxer's Omen. On Saturday, the films were kind of focusing on women in horror. We were showing Slumber Party Massacre, that's one of the very few slashers to be written and directed by women. Halloween kind of personified the final girl for many people with Jamie Lee Curtis. And I think for many people of a certain age, The Craft is a definitive feminist horror film focusing on the outsiders. Getting a Jamie Lee intro for our screening of Halloween was pretty great. She was doing a lot of publicity for Halloween Ends at the time, and we kind of did roll the dice on whether we could get an intro from her.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Forbidden Worlds Film Festival screening of the original Halloween.
So the success of the Forbidden Film Festival and the big screen has meant that we're going to keep doing this as long as we can. We definitely have some ideas for what the next big Forbidden Worlds Film Festival will be. You're just going to have to follow us to find out what it will be, but we will be looking to return here to the former Bristol IMAX in May.